Dreamers, and that's Amore. And yeah, like I said just a minute ago, these games have been pretty short so far. Dreamers seem to be dominating this one. And I cannot believe how well they've been playing. Of course, that's Amore doing great as well. And my goodness me, Per Gunnar just donated $129. Holy shit, man. Wow. Just what? Thank you so much. And I have no idea why it's not popped up over the screen. I imagine that the Wallalo will be coming in any second now. If not, I apologize. But my goodness, thank you so much. Jesus. Wow. Wow, you're so generous. I just don't even know what to say anymore, just other than thank you. That's all I really can say. But seriously, thank you so much. Yeah, thanks. Honestly, I have no words anymore. I just don't even know what to say. You guys are just continually just generous every time, and I just cannot believe it. It's unreal, unreal. Per Gunnar. Crazy Per Gunnar. And yeah, I don't know why it didn't pop up on the screen there. I have no idea, and I apologize for that. Your Wallalo didn't happen. Maybe I can force it to happen. I don't even know how that would work. What I'll do is I'll force one. Per Gunnar. 1 second, guys. Let me just do this. 1 sec. Let me see if I can launch that and make it happen. I want it to come up. Oh, it was $129. My goodness, man, I didn't even read it properly. Oh. Can I make this go? I want to send a test or something. There we go. There we go. That should now come up, I hope. So in the meantime, I can introduce the players and introduce this map. This is game number 4, and it's between Dreamers and... there we go. There's the Wallalo for you. Per Gunnar. Absolutely insane. Thank you, dude. Oh my god, I spelt it wrong. I put Per Gunnat in my frantic typing. I misspelled it. I apologize. But there you go. I tried. So yeah, we've got, once again, the Dreamers versus the That's Amore team. And this one is Nomad. So a little bit of excitement to start us off already. And of course, this is a slower... start, so we've not really missed we'll see where they're at, and obviously we might have some pretty unfortunate starting locations again. That does happen, and we've seen it already in game number 1 with Coccolino getting squeezed out, but yes, close enough. So yeah, Coccolino getting squeezed out in that first game, which was really unfortunate, but this time, we'll see where they're at. So, up to the north of the map, I just had another Wallalo, and this time it's not popping up on my second monitor. What do you think of a Coccolino versus Clayman game? Something's really weird going on with this donation box at the moment. I don't know what just happened, but someone wants to see Coccolino versus Clayman, and I don't know what happened there. I don't know what popped up. I just saw the message on my second monitor, so I apologize if I missed something there. Just say something in the chat so I know what just happened, and I will give you a shout out or whatever. So yeah, up to the north of the map in the red, Coccolino then playing as the Chinese. Over to his right, his teammate Luke Myth playing in the teal as the Persians. And those guys seem a little bit far... Oh, just to the south in the central area of the map, in the green, we have got Influenza playing as the Mayans. And Dark Devil is... where's Dark Devil? He is in the grey, so he's impossible to see. Cool, I'm going to have to switch to him like this. Dark Devil is over to the east of the map in the grey, playing as the Vikings there. I don't think there was a double $129 donation. It just bugged out because I sent a test donation to make Per Gunnars come up. And then, obviously, it bugged out. So I don't know what happened there. So I apologize with that little pop-up thing. I'm going to try and fix that after this game. Man, I've been so distracted so far, but I shouldn't complain, let's be honest. Dark Devil then on the water here. Not a bad starting location, I guess. It's awkward because his TC is on the shore, and any galleys can later come in and take that out without him being able to do anything to stop it, since galleys outrange town centres when they get fletching and bodkin arrow. So the TC here at risk, but of course Dark Devil playing the Vikings, so he's going to want to go for some water control anyway. Now for the Dreamers team, off to the far right in the blue, we've got Nikov playing as the Chinese. He's actually kind of sandwiched here between Dark Devil and Luke Myth. So this is their chance to squeeze someone out. Nikov is the one here in a very bad location. He's got, like I say, Luke Myth to his north, and he's got Dark Devil to his south here. But Nikov already coming down at the south with some walls, and he is going to try and wall off this area as best he can. Just quickly switch to Nikov here. Now, try and wall that off so that basically Dark Devil cannot escape his base, and that is obviously a pretty big problem. Why is Juan, like, just... Why is Juan Xing the map like crazy? I think he was trying to tell FedEx where the boar are. Now, we've got over to the left of the map, in the orange, we have got FedEx here. He's going to claim those boar now. And he's playing as the Persians here, just to the left of Influenza. Down to the south of him, at the sort of south area of the map, in the purple, we've got Aphrodite, aka Juan, playing as the Mayans. And down at the very south, we've got Gary in the yellow, playing as the Vikings. And he's actually in a decent location here. He's quite far away from anyone else, which is what he wants. And he can get out plenty of fish and probably do a nice galley rush if he needs to as well. Though, saying that, Dark Devil is at this rate not going to have any gold because Nikov is continuing to wall him outside of his base. And at the moment, Dark Devil has no idea about this by the looks of it. Look at his line of sight. He has no clue. His dock... one is right outside the TC, one in the corner, and it doesn't look like he's going to have anywhere near enough food to do a nice feudal time. He might try and take these berries, given the fact that he's now out of sheep. He is taking the shorefish, but I am worried that he is going to be completely walled by the time he really gets out of here. Looking at his line of sight, no idea these walls are coming up, and Nikov, being an absolute legend, walling Dark Devil out. And this is also a very big problem, because if Nikov continues to wall this, he will prevent Dark Devil from taking any gold, which means Dark Devil cannot do a galley rush, which means that the Viking player is basically useless. They cannot do anything. If they can't get gold, how will they go up to the castle age? How will they do anything at all? They simply will not. And Dark Devil is now kind of screwed, because Nikov has walled him like crazy. Now, he could bust these walls with villagers, but if Nikov is clever, or if he's on the ball, he will wall up behind this pretty quickly. I think he's now going to spot those walls. Dark Devil seeing these on the left side, and actually walling the other side of it. Oh, he has no idea. He has no clue. He probably thinks Nikov's over here, but he doesn't know that he's been walled all the way across the top. My goodness me. And that is a bad omen for that Amore in this game. FedEx, meanwhile, is walling up the resources of Influenza. And I've got to say, you know, this kind of map, the Nomad map, is kind of king of the laming. It's the map where laming goes down so quickly. Well, it starts happening so quickly, and already FedEx walling up those resources of Influenza here, and that Amore team getting absolutely shafted by the walls of FedEx and co, and his team. Now, Nikov nearly getting busted out here. Dark Devil is trying to bust out. These guys just spamming ones in the chat. They're just loving this. I don't know really what they're saying, because obviously it's all in Spanish. Someone's saying this verde. I thought that was French for green. But anyway, yeah. I don't understand what they're saying, but a lot of ones being spammed. Obviously, the Dreamers just loving this because they get to just play so stupidly and manage to obviously still win, which is even better still. So Nikov's up to Feudal now. In fact, most players are either on the way up to Feudal or at the Feudal age. Even even good old Dark Devil here managing to click up, and he's on 15%, but he's not getting out of these walls, whether he likes it or not. Nikov walling him in like crazy, and it looks like Nikov here going to try and put a tower up behind his wood line as well. There's the watchtower, and of course, Dark Devil cannot even put up a counter tower here due to the fact that he does not have the Feudal Age upgrade yet. He's in range though, I think. Is he in range of the tower? Yeah, he's in range of the tower. So the tower might just go down very quickly due to the fact that that is in range, and Nikov is aborting mission. Abort, abort. Now left side, we got towers coming up for Influenza here. And Influenza's a pretty good player. For the That's Amore team. He's getting up towers around FedEx's base, and this is what we want to see. We want to see one of the Dreamers guys going out at the very least, because, I mean, come on, they've been all over this, like man, they've won every game so far. We need That's Amore. We're supporting That's Amore here, but Nikov rebuilding his tower now and going for that. But this is the problem. Dark Devil, no galleys whatsoever. I mean, where are the galleys at? He can't make a single galley. Well, first of all, he's not feudal, and second of all, he's got no gold, so he can make one single galley, and that is it. Meanwhile, Gary's coming in with the Viking galleys here, gonna take down those fishing ships, and then could easily move on to the town center. Once, like I say, fletching and bodkin arrow is done, the galleys have enough range to take the TC out without actually being hit. So Dark Devil putting up a market, and maybe he's gonna sell some stone to get up to the castle edge or something. And again, for some reason now, my donation thing is bugged out. Someone says, wall me in like that, and I'll back your head in. I don't know who that donation is from. I'm sorry, I don't know how much you donated. I can only assume that that was Angry Camel Liquor, and I think I know why it's gone wrong. I think I know why. I must have messed something up when I tried to send Per Gunnar's donation. Apologies to the donation thing messing up. I will fix it as soon as this game is over. And whoever you are out there who just donated something, thank you. I just don't know who you are or how much you donated, so I apologize for that. I think I've got that fixed. But it's funny because I typoed Per Gunnar as well. And yeah, Per Gunnar is now Per Gunnat. I think he's going to have to change his name or something. So Dark Devil actually selling off a few of his resources here to make some galleys. He's got 2 out, and he's actually making a transport ship as well to try and get out of these blasted walls. Nikov here getting up that tower, causing all manner of problems, and Dark Devil is in trouble, but he's going to be able to cope for now. Meanwhile, FedEx actually fast castling this, and he will be taking down that tower from Influenza pretty soon. I imagine he's got either a mangonel or a ram on the way. Indeed, it's a mangonel, and he's looking to take those towers down now. Influenza continuing to build some towers, it seems. But now the mangonel is out, now there's knights on the field. He's probably going to be able to deal with them fairly easily. Aphrodite, Juan, just going up to the Castle Age. He's clicked up. That's the Castle Age upgrade for him. Cocolino up to the Castle Age, though. But Myth is also up, actually. Nikov is also up, and so Nikov and Myth are basically preoccupied killing each other. Nikov going with some camels, and Myth going with some knights. Cocolino is going to have to come and support Influenza down here. But the problem here is that it's going to be FedEx and Aphrodite, Juan, basically in a 2v1 against Cocolino, because Influenza cannot realistically add much to this fight with just Feudal Age units. Down in the south, though, the Dark Devil has transported around his walls, but these guys have lost a lot of fishing ships. In fact, down at the south, it is basically all That's Amores. They have full water control, and the only person who has fishing ships up for That's Amore is Cocolino, and he's actually doing reasonably well. Gary's actually slinging though, and I don't really know. Oh, of course, I know why. He's playing as the Vikings. So Gary's in the south just slinging up at the moment, and he's slinging FedEx. I can only assume he's probably going to be slinging Nikov as well if things go a bit wrong for him. But Nikov's going to bring out the monks here. And with those monks, of course, he will be able to get some conversions. And he's actually taken out Dark Devil's villagers. He just converted both of Dark Devil's villagers there. Because, you know, they just casually ran into Nikov's base. So Dark Devil not having a great game at the moment. His TC has still got villages in it. He's unable to take any gold, any stone, anything apart from wood. That's all he has, just wood. And yeah, Dark Devil, king of the wood right now. That's literally it. Now, at the north of the map, obviously, FedEx pushing out with these mangonels, taking those towers out with his knights. And it seems to me like Cocolino simply does not have enough here. Because, bear in mind, FedEx is being slung at the moment. FedEx is up to 2 TCs, and he's getting resources from Gary. So, Cocolino not getting extra resources. He's got up to 3 TCs, which means he can't make too many knights on the back of this. Otherwise, his TCs will be idle. And quite frankly, 3 knights is not enough at this point in time. It's just not enough to counter the huge number of knights that FedEx is going to be producing. And with Influenza being in the feudal age, and still not even clicking up to castle yet, he is going to be losing a lot of ground very quickly, and he's putting up more watchtowers now, but FedEx is on the hill with those mangonels. And they are doing some good damage to Influenza's eco, and probably going to take down those towers. Now, of course, those spearmen are out, but these are only spearmen. They have 0 upgrades at the moment, and FedEx can start to take them out with knights. Once he gets bloodlines done, he can comfortably take those knights down. Now, Cocolino's coming in. Perhaps he's going to try and focus down those mangonels. He's going to get both of them, which was good. But he's still outnumbered by the Knights of FedEx, and FedEx has the upgrade advantage as well. We've got Juan coming in with some Eagles here also. In fact, a lot of Eagles coming in from Juan, and they have got +2 defense now as well. So that's looking really good for them, and that's very bad news for Influenza. Influenza very much out of the game. Our great friend Dark Devil as well, very much out of the game at the moment. And it's literally just Luke Myth and Cocolino. Luke Myth struggling though, because he's not got an answer to these monks. Once again, the monks, the Wololo warriors, the Wololo warlords of this game, proving to be too much to handle. And this Mangonel now is able to have free pot shots at this TC, with those monks sitting behind it, preventing Luke Myth from ever sending any knights in that direction, because they will simply be converted. Now, Influenza losing all of his villages, it seems, apart from the ones that are lucky enough to get inside of that town center. And FedEx has taken down all of those towers from Influenza here as well. So, I mean, this game is in the bag at the moment for That's Amore. Full water control, pretty much full land control. What more could you ask for? It's literally just Cocolino putting up that second stable, who has any shot at bringing this game back for his team. And even then, it's going to effectively be 4v2 with, like I say, Influenza and Dark Devil now going pretty much out and being down to 29 and 25 population respectively. So, I mean, really bad stuff for these guys. Cocolino's Knights coming in, though, to try and save the day. Will he be able to do that? I kind of doubt it. Aphrodita, Juan coming down in the south, and he's just heading off these villages. These villagers trying to get these Eagle Warriors even trying to take these villages out, and yeah. The donation thing is bugged out at the moment because I messed it up. Test donation, please ignore. I think we will ignore that because that donation obviously messed up. I need to fix it. I did something very bad when I changed the donation and put that donation up for Per Gunnar. I will fix it as soon as the stream is over, like I say. So I think that's pretty much GG now for the That's Amore team. Influenza losing his TC. Oh no. All those villagers gonna be massacred underneath. And I feel so sorry for these guys. That's so many town centers that the That's Amore team has lost. In fact, the TC loss count now for That's Amore is probably at about 8. In fact, it might be more if you count the TCs that Cocolino deleted. Their team has lost more TCs in these last 4 games than I think all of the games we've watched so far have had TCs lost. So pretty impressive stuff from the That's Amore team. But to be fair, like I said earlier on, they are very much outclassed by the Dreamers team. They are very much lower rated players and lesser skilled players. So this is an expected result so far, and it is 4-0 to the Dreamers now. Yeah, so I'm going to fix this donation thing. Like, I apologize. I will very quickly give you guys a shout out because I will be able to see your donations. Delta Idea, that was who it was. So we had a donation of $1 from Lovely Buns, interesting name. A $1.25 donation from Anal Drone, and $1.44 from Delta Idea. Now I'm gonna fix those that donation thing in a second. I like I say, I apologize. I did it wrong. I put them in square brackets instead of curly brackets, and I think it should now be fixed. I'll save the settings there. So the donations are now working again, and like I say, I apologize, Per Gunnar, because your donation didn't come up. I tried to force it up onto the screen, and then I misspelled your name, and I feel like I've done you a massive injustice because, I mean, you donated $129, and that's just insane. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Per Gunnar, as well. Just that's so insane. Anyway.